Hello and welcome back to SciTech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a mono punk console with using a 555 timer. Let's get started. And these are the items that you're going to need to make for this project. The items you're going to need is an 8 ohm 2 watt speaker, a 10k ohm potentiometer, a 9 volt battery clip, a perf board, a 1 microfarad electrolytic capacitor, a 555 timer, a 1k ohm resistor, a slide switch, an 8-pin IC socket holder, washer, nut, and knob for the potentiometer. Now let's go ahead and assemble this project and let's get started. First, I'm going to take this 8-pin IC socket holder and place it onto the perf board. Clamp it down. And I'm going to solder in 1 pin, just like this. Push down on the IC socket holder and remelt the solder. Doing that will allow me to get the IC socket holder to be flush with the board. And as you can see, it is now flush with the board. Next, I'm going to solder in all of the pins of the IC socket holder. Next, I'm going to take this 1k ohm resistor and I want to solder it to pins 7 and 8. Place it in just like this. Bend over the leads so that way I can solder bridge it to 7 and 8. Solder it into place. And now solder bridge it to 7 and 8. Perfect. Now cut off the excess. Next, I'm going to take the 1 microfarad electrolytic capacitor, where this side is negative and it connects to pin 1. This side is positive and it connects to pin 2. Place it in just like this. Bend over the leads to touch pin 1 and 2 and solder bridge it to pin 1 and 2. Solder bridge it just like this. Next, I want to connect the 9 volt battery clip to the circuit, where the positive goes to pin 8 and the negative goes to pin 1. Place in the positive, clamp it down, and now bend over the lead and solder bridge it to pin 8. And now repeat the same process with a negative wire. Clamp it down, bend over the lead, and solder bridge it to pin 1. Next, I want to take these 2 wires, and I want to take 1 wire and connect pin 4 to 8 and pin 2 to 6. Take the first wire, solder it to pin 8, and now solder it to pin 4. Take the second wire, solder it to pin 2, and now solder it to pin 6. And there we go, should look just like this. Next, I want to take this 10k ohm potentiometer and connect it onto the perf board. I want to place it right here. But first, I want to make these holes a little bit bigger to allow the pins from the potentiometer to fit. And now place the potentiometer. And there, it fits. And there we go, should look just like this. Next, I'm going to solder the potentiometer into place. Next, I'm going to take these 2 wires and I want to connect one of the leads of the potentiometer to pin 7. The wire is now soldered to pin 7. And then solder the wire to the side pin of the potentiometer. And now take the second wire and solder it to pin 6. And then solder it to the center pin of the potentiometer. And there, the potentiometer is now connected to the circuit. Next, I want to connect the speaker to the circuit. And I'm going to use these 2 extended wires. Solder one wire to ground, which is pin 1. And then the other wire to pin 3. Take the first wire, solder it to pin 1 to the common ground. Solder it into place and solder bridge it. And now take the second wire and connect it to pin 3. Solder it into place and solder bridge it. Next, I'm going to take the 555 timer and connect it to the IC socket holder. Place it in just like this, and there. The 555 timer is now connected. Next, I'm going to take these 2 wires and connect it to the speaker. However, polarity does not matter, so I can connect it to any lead of the speaker. And there you have it, the circuit is now complete. Now, let's go ahead and test it out. Next, I'm going to modify the perf board by removing some of the excess. There we go, just like that. I have right here the 3D printed housing, and now I'm going to place a circuit inside. First, I'm going to start with the speaker housing. As you can see, it is printed perfectly to fit the speaker. Place the speaker inside, just like this. Press it in. Perfect fit. Next, I'm going to take some super glue and glue the speaker into place. And there, the speaker is now put into place. Next, I'm going to take the main housing, and I'm going to place it over the speaker, place the circuit inside, and there, connects just like this. And now glue that housing into place. Next, I'm going to take this dividing panel and place it over the speaker. Take some more super glue, put it on top of the speaker, and place the panel on top. Doing this will allow the battery to be separate from the circuit and the speaker. Next, connect the 9-volt battery to the 9-volt battery clip. Place it into the housing, just like this. Next, fold the positive wire into a loop and place it through the hole, and this hole will hold the switch. Cut the wire. Remove the insulation. Solder tin it. And now solder those wires to the light switch. Push it through the hole. Take some super glue and glue down the switch. Spray some activator, and there, the switch is now in place. Next, I'm going to take this dividing panel, modify it so that way the wires can fit. Cut off a piece just like that, and now the wires can fit through that gap. Tuck the wires underneath and put them through that little gap. Take that little dividing panel, place it in, take the circuit, push the potentiometer through the hole, attach the washer and then nut, screw it into place, connect the knob, and there. And then take some super glue and glue down the divided panel. And there we go, the dividing panel is now glued into place. Next, take the final panel and close off the top. Put some super glue around the side, and there, the housing is now complete. Next, I'm going to take this battery panel, place it inside just like this, and as you can see, it fits perfectly. And now I'm going to take this piece and place it on top. Doing this will prevent the panel from falling inside. Glue it into place. Now put another drop of super glue. Gluing this handle into place will allow this panel to be able to pull out with ease. And there, the panel is now complete. I just pull on the handle and the panel will come off. Revealing the 9-volt battery, I can pull it out and change it and place the panel back on. And it attaches just like this, simply by using friction grip. And there, the housing is now complete. And there you have it, your monopunk console is now complete. Let's go ahead and test it out. I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch. And there you have it, a monopunk console with using one 505 timer and one potentiometer. And there you have it, now you know how to make your very own monopunk console out of using just a few simple components. And there you have it. Thank you for watching SciTech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified for future SciTech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.